Carnivorous plants. Is there any plant more interesting than these? Recently I took a trip over to the Huntington Library and Botanical Garden, and unbeknownst to me, there is a whole entire area of this botanical garden called the Bog that is dedicated to the most interesting and bizarre plants of them all, the very carnivorous pitcher plants. If you are interested in these weird and wonderful plants and want to know how to take care of these bug-killing machines, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Erin from Enchanted Plant Queen. It's a really hot day in Southern California, and what better way to beat the heat than to head over to this hot, steamy area that the pitcher plants thrive in called the Bog. Okay, maybe that wasn't the most comfortable, but the fact that I found so many varieties of pitcher plants was so worth it. And if you're new here, subscribe for more plant gardening and Disney landscape content. Alright, here we go. If you happen to acquire one of these fascinating plants, I'm just going to come out and share the #1 rule to keep these guys alive and happy. And that is to keep their little meat-eating feet wet. They have to be in water at all times. Now, typically you don't want to keep your houseplants in boggy wet soil, but this is your exception because sometimes we don't want to follow the regular rules. So keep your pitcher plant in about 1/4 inch or so of water if you want to avoid instant death for your plant. Also, if you have a peek inside of your plant, you're going to notice a lot of liquid. This contains digestive enzymes to help the plant digest its delicious bug meal. If the plant is too dry and doesn't have its constant supply of water, this makes it difficult for the plant to eat. It's a similar concept to when we chew our food. If you are dehydrated, you won't produce saliva, which helps us break down food as we chew it. And if you have a super dry mouth, it would make it difficult to eat. It's the same for the plant. And use distilled water or rainwater if you can. So carnivorous plants grow in very nutrient-poor soils. The minerals from tap water can actually over-fertilize and burn out the plants, which is why it's not recommended to fertilize your pitcher plant. They will get enough nitrogen and nutrients from the bugs they eat, so another way to not kill your plant is not to fertilize it. I know, this is wild, right? These are 2 rules that are literally the opposite of most houseplants. Although, while I'm not flexible on the watering rule, some experienced pitcher plant parents do in fact add a slow-release fertilizer to their pitcher plants, but just be cautious because these guys are quite fertilizer sensitive. Rule number 3, these cute guys should also be planted in a sunny spot, if that's what you're planning to do, but if it's going to live indoors with you, find a spot near a sunny window. If you notice burning, move your plant. Rule number 4 is feeding your plant bugs. Outdoor plants are going to get a greater abundance of food, aka insects, but it's definitely okay if you drop a dead fly found on the windowsill into your plant. Once a week is the max though. These plants can be sensitive to overfeeding. Last, rule number 5, give your plant baby a haircut in the winter. The leaves and pitchers will naturally start to brown and wither in the cold weather. This is totally normal. Don't be afraid to trim them off. Well, that's all you need to know about pitcher plants. Just kidding, there's actually a lot to know and many more species to learn about, but these are a few good rules to get you started. And if you find yourself in the Los Angeles area, the Huntington Library and Botanical Gardens is a great place to see many of these plants together. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more plant, landscaping, and gardening content. Until next time, see you plant people!